What is bluegrass music? Bluegrass music is a music form that incorporates elements of country, folk, jazz, and blues, though it is influenced by Scottish and Irish folk music. Bluegrass, as a distinct musical form, developed from elements of old-time music and traditional music of the Appalachian Mountains. The region was where many English and Ulster Scot immigrants settled, bringing with them the musical traditions of their homelands, hence the sounds of jigs and reels. It is traditionally played on acoustic stringed instruments, the fiddle, the five-string banjo, guitar, mandolin, upright bass, resonator guitar, and occasionally the harmonica. This instrumentation originated in rural dance bands and is the basis on which the earliest bluegrass bands were formed. The name bluegrass is believed to be created in the 1950s and was derived from the name of the Bluegrass Boys band formed in 1939 with Bill Monroe as its leader. Monroe's 1946 to 1948 band, sometimes called the original Bluegrass Band, created the definitive sound and instrumental configuration that remains a model to this day. Originally, bluegrass style was included in the category of folk music and later changed to hillbilly in 1948. Bluegrass was placed under the country western heading for radio airplay charting. However, the term bluegrass did not appear formally to describe the music until the late 1950s and did not appear in Music Index until 1965. The first entry in Music Index mentioning bluegrass music directed the reader to see hillbilly music. Though musicians had been gathering to play music at the Denver Folklore Center since early 1960s, and the scene boasted a few local bands, bluegrass remained largely unknown on the Front Range in the early 1970s. At the time, multi-day bluegrass festivals were still young. In 1972, as a means of communicating with fellow bluegrass musicians and fans, a group of young pickers organized a festival. By 1973, there were nearly 70 such festivals around the country. Monroe was determined to join forces to produce a Colorado festival. He would book the national talent and even offer to shoulder the society's financial burden by personally guaranteeing the money. Monroe was determined to join forces to produce a Colorado festival. He would book the national talent by personally guaranteeing the money to the bands and venue. There wasn't any pressure. Monroe has said, "You won't lose a thing." There was a big crowd. An estimated 6,500 people attended the first annual Rocky Mountain Bluegrass Festival, with the first 4 years of the festival earning a total profit of over $20,000.